Yeah, but it's my democratic right to keep that confidential.
BNP then.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't. You don't even.
I think.
Really bothered,
I think I voted when I got the vote at 18. I couldn't believe it. And then the novelty wore off.
I might spoil my paper.
I've done that by accident just because I was eating.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, blimey. My boyfriend just adopted...
He just gave the BNP a plug.
Sorry.
Why would he do that?
I'm trying to convince our viewers not to vote for him.
I think he's trying to be
ridicule
rock and roll.
Really?
And, a bit maverick, a bit cool, a bit edgy. Trying to make MySpace a little bit more edgy.
Sure.
And
What do you think of his attempt?
I think if you need cool and edgy, stick with us. My boyfriend just adopted me a panda for my birthday.
Excellent.
If you could adopt an animal, what would it be?
Well, I do adopt a few here and there. I like all animals, to be honest. I think all animals are unconditionally perfect and beautiful. So adopt any animals you can. Obviously, particularly the ones that are near extinction. There's some sort of like species of like leopard. There's like 75 left in the world. So yeah, adopt animals. When I say adopt them, don't sort of bring them home and dress them up. That's mad and wrong and dangerous. If it was, say...
Tiger.
Yeah, good example, Steve.
Thank you, mate. From watching previous work, behind-the-scenes snippets and biographies and music seems to be an important part of your lives.
Yes.
But hasn't particularly been the main focus of your directing work, although music does seem to be integral in Cemetery Junction.
It really is.
Pears says that.
It's one of the greatest perks of being a sort of writer, director, producer. You choose the music and we really... we make it integral. I mean, there's songs that we've built whole montages and scenes around before we even had permission. Like the opening credits is around a particular song. We play the whole of the Rain song, which we cut the film to, and then had to get permission. There was no plan B. If Led Zeppelin had said no, I remember we sent them a nice begging letter. And,
you'd have been singing it.
Yeah, my version.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really important. I think it was, I don't know, but my first love before comedy or film or anything. And I'm in awe of music. Nothing moves me quite like music. So just a chord can make you get a lump in the throat. And I like it's not all rock and roll. We feature my favourite piece of music of all time in this, which is a piece by Vaughan Williams. It opens with a piece from Vaughan Williams. It's absolutely beautiful, and it just conjures up England. And we're trying to show how beautiful England is as well.
But also, music is just so... you forget, even people... I met a woman recently who said, I hate music.
I don't understand
which
that.
Is baffling to
I don't
me.
understand that. People say I hate animals. People say I don't like animals.
Bizarre.
What do you mean what do you mean you don't like animals?
But that's the thing, is music, whether you like it or not, it's everywhere, and it informs so many of my memories are associated
But it
with
nearly
particular
doesn't
songs.
make sense. I don't like music. That's really weird.
It's so strange. You've got to go out of your way to not like music, surely.
There are some people that say I don't really like humour. I
don't like jokes.
I know. Yeah.
It's strange, isn't it?
Or Carl Pilkington said I don't like fun. Well, he's true.
That
He doesn't
makes
like
sense.
fun.
Yeah. Well, he thinks that he doesn't know what's fun until
He
after
doesn't
the
trust
event.
it. He doesn't trust this feeling that he has of happiness. We were doing a podcast, of Guide to Philosophy, and we were sort of pondering Robert Nozick's model of supposing you could get into a virtual sort of float tank with a pre-scripted perfect life. You do your perfect life, and then you get in there, and you'd have that perfect life through, virtually. And we were trying to say, well, Carl, what's your perfect life? And he thought about it, and he kept coming back to everything's all right. And he ended up saying his perfect life is the exact life he's got now, but where his boiler would work. I really don't think he was getting the most out of it. And he actually said he's never enjoyed anything at the time because he was nervous. Like he said, for example, I was on holiday. They said, try this bit of fish. I thought, I'll have that bit of fish. Right? He said, now, I was eating the fish, but I wasn't enjoying it. He said, because I don't know what it was going to do to me the next day. Next day came, it was fine. So I thought, oh, that bit of fish was nice. I went, did you have it again? He went, no, you shouldn't return to it. So not only, when he finds something he liked, in retrospect, he wouldn't return it. There's only one thing that he likes at the time, and he often has it.
Munches.
That was it. So that's his perfect happiness. Munches.
Some chocolate munches.
Probably could get sponsored by Munches, couldn't we? for all
Talking
the
of Carl,
mentions?
does Carl Pilkington make an appearance in the film? And if so, has it been cut out, like in The Invention of Life?
No, he's in the film, and it's a little featured cameo. He hasn't got a line, but it's quite a nice integral little shot of him, and it's in the film. And
That was your best day ever,
it was
wasn't
my best day ever. It was my best day ever because I phoned him and said, "Carl, do you want a little cameo?" And he went, "What is it?" I said, "He's just got to appear a function in the film." He went, "All right." He said, "What's for lunch?" I said, "Pork chops." He went, "Okay, I'll be down in 20 minutes." He came, he had his pork chops, he was having fun, and we dressed him up. And at one point, he put this little wig on, and I think he sort of felt disguised and protected.
Yeah, he had a fake moustache.
And then just before the shot, they took the wig off to adjust it, and he looked amazing. And I said, "No, you can't have it." And he was trying to get the wig back on, and everyone was looking at me laughing. And he looked at me and went, he said, "This is like a dream." So he looked like a little, you know those baby birds that fall out the nest? Like, it was like that. He was just scared, just caught in the headlines. And there's a big picture of it on my blog, actually. Most of my blog is pictures of me and my weird shaped friends that I've taken on the iPhone. The iPhone's good. iPhone and Munches.
Another sponsor.
Just another question on Ed's is asking about Carl as well. Do you think Carl is having fun travelling the world?
He's not having fun, but that's the point.
We should just make it clear that we've sent Carl around the world to experience various exotic places, and that's for a documentary that will be on later in the year. And he's been to Brazil so far. He's been to India. Didn't enjoy that one.
He's been to Brazil, Egypt, and India. He's seen the Seven Wonders. It's called Carl Pilkington Seven Wonders. It's for Sky. Now, first one was Egypt. Oh yeah, he went to the Great Pyramids. Not impressed. He said it's a bad design. Right? The lounge is going to be massive, but the bedroom's going to be tiny. Idiot.
Yeah.
Went to Rio next. I called him, and he went, "I could have done without the gay nudist beach."
Yeah.
He said, because I was sitting down, so when people came out to talk to me, he said their tackle was right in my face. So I look forward to that. And he went to India, and on camera, he said, "This is the worst place on earth."
That's pretty extreme.
Yeah. You don't get that with Palin, do you, or Alan Wicker? Man's a fool.
Rick, there's not much time left.
Oh.
Is that right? I'm right in saying that. So
Yeah.
should we go through some of these quickly? Will Welsh says, "Are you having a laugh?" How many people asked this?
Just you.
What? No, I can't understand. Don't even understand the question. What can we look forward to with regard to the Flanimals animation?
Me voicing a big, fat, sweaty waddle gimp called the Puddlerflage, and some big name stars, and maybe this fella. He might get a little part in it. Right? And Carl. Carl would be good, wouldn't he? Go on.
It's animation, though. It's not. We're not playing these in the flesh.
Just your voice.
Benjamin says, "What are your plans after this?" My mum's cooking me some food, so I'm gonna pop back.
He doesn't live with his mum. She's up visiting him.
She's up visiting.
He's not a nerd.
No. In these pre-office days, did you ever get depressed knowing you had all this talent but no recognition or offers? Says Lucius.
I didn't. I wasn't sitting around going, "When am I going to be the world's biggest comedian?" No, I don't think so. I always had sort of like some sort of creative outlet. But when it happened, I just couldn't believe my luck, and I pretty much clung on to it, knowing that I was very, very lucky.
Why is Stephen lucky enough to be treated relatively nicely when Carl and Robin and Nigel, along with myriad of other random creatures, get various parts of them squeezed and mistreated, says Amy?
The bits I squeeze are usually sort of above the neck on people. Let's make that clear. And Stephen is usually out of reach. And also, I think it's because he ruled it out very quickly. He nipped it in the bud. He said, I don't do that, so I don't... He's not cuddly. Do you know what I mean? I remember once, one of the first times we worked together, I was his boss, and we were working on the XFM radio show, and people used to drop off all these things, companies, promotional goods. And there was one that gave us this big balloon, and it was full of like Rice Krispies, and that was a promotional thing. And it was sort of there above that. And Steve was sort of typing once, and I just went over and popped it and covered him in Rice Krispies, right? Which I thought was the funniest thing in the world, right? I think I was 39 at the time.